Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the concept of cheap Thailand. And we discussed this in other videos on this channel, but when I say cheap Thailand, I don't mean that in the pejorative sense or in any way insultingly. I just mean, reasonable prices. Thailand in the past was always known, and in certain times kind of incorrectly, but as a real cheap destination, low cost food, low cost lodging, very reasonable price, vacations, etc. And a recent comment on our channel, and I'll just quote this directly: "Let's hope these low rents are here to stay. Would be nice to see a return of Thailand as a cheap holiday destination." And I thought it was an interesting and insightful comment. The COVID situation, it's been tragic in many ways. I mean, 2 to 3 million laid off in the tourism sector alone, not to mention all the knock-on impact that's been had economically as a result of all of this. But for folks that, ultimately may be looking to vacation to Thailand, I think there will be bargains to be had at whatever point we sort of see the fever break on this, for lack of a better term. I also think, folks that are looking to retire, the notion of retiring cheap, if you will, once you get in over here, it's, rents are very reasonably priced, food and beverage, very reasonably priced, a lot of specials going on in a lot of different places. And, again, and just touring around, great. In many ways, it's kind of like being backstage. Everything's, there's hardly any tourists. You go to the beach, there's nobody there. It's very relaxing in that sense. I mean, me personally, I kind of like having some buzz around, people around, but it's very subdued compared to normal time. So I do think that one upshot, if you will, one sort of, for lack of a better term, silver lining with respect to this response to COVID, at least with respect to Thailand, is the much more reasonably priced Thailand has certainly come back. It's had a very deflationary effect on the overall market in which tourists and a lot of foreign retirees sort of operate in. Now, how this will proceed longer term remains to be seen, but I definitely think there is going to be a moment there where there can be a lot of bargains to be had and a good time to be had for returning tourists or for retirees, especially even now, in that, Thailand is a really, very cheap place, at least as of the time of this video.